South Africa's national cricket team have touched down in Australia for their 3 one-day international and 1 T20 series against their fierce rivals. The Proteas will be using their trip down under to get a closer look at some players ahead of the World Cup, which is just over 6 months away, and of course to continue their dominance over the reigning world champions. CGTN Sias du Plessis has more.
Many will argue that it is one of the biggest rivalries in cricket. South Africa and Australia always produce hard-fought battles with many controversial moments. It is a rivalry that is relished by both proud nations and one that South African captain Faf du Plessis can't wait to get underway.
Australia is our favourite team to play against. You know, that all the stuff that brings with playing Australia on the field and off the field. I love that. I feel that brings the best out of us as a team, and even us as South Africans. We love that fiery competition. So it's a tour that I'm looking forward to.
Australia's last ill-fated tour to South Africa saw the controversial Sandpaper Gate scandal that resulted in players being banned and their coach being sacked. Du Plessis doesn't expect quite the same, but believes the media down under will attempt to agitate and distract the visitors.
It is a bit of a poker game as well, you know. I expect them to try and unsettle us as a team when it comes to the media space. Obviously myself being at the forefront of it for quite a bit of it, we see it as part and parcel of touring or playing against Australia.
Due to the injuries to Hashim Amla and JP Duminy, the Proteas will use the trip as a chance to select a few players who would normally be out of contention for a spot at the World Cup in England in May next year, to see how they fare under the pressure of international cricket.
Australia will probably be the last time that you would look to experiment a little bit more. When you get closer to the World Cup, you would like the guys to play as much as possible in their roles that we think will suit them best. So Australia would be probably, you know, looking in terms of experimenting the last tour. We would like to do that.
The South African captain ruled out any return for the recently retired AB de Villiers, who's been rumoured to be considering a return for the World Cup. But Du Plessis was clear to point out that the players in the mix currently would be the ones considered for the trip to the World Cup, and that he believed there was enough talent to pick a formidable squad that could end their wait for cricket's crown jewel. Sias du Plessis, CGTN, Pretoria.